But Reedie, go to you. We can talk about the Kendrick Bourne. You can bring it up.
Yeah, so I just was curious to hear guys' thoughts and hear what the chat had to say, about Kendrick Bourne. Reportedly, he came in yesterday for a workout. They described it as a workout, but nothing came about it. And then today I see tweets saying that he's weighing his options. He's going to sit out week 1 and weigh his options to see what's the best fit for him, either the Washington Commanders or the San Francisco 49ers. That's why when I seen the alert just come past about the 49ers, are kind of like, hold on, let me look at this real quick. Because I was like, well, if they sign somebody else, then what's the holdup? You know what I'm saying? Like if we're truly looking to sign him, and I just want to hear like thoughts on that. Like, is this a guy that we should possibly bring in? I mean, I get all of the opposing arguments and views, but I just want to hear what y'all got to say.
Yeah, I'll go first. I think it's a no-brainer to sign Kendrick Bourne. Not just because I think he's a quality 6 receiver and can help you out, but they clearly aren't comfortable with anything on this roster in terms of why they didn't bring up a Ja'Cory Brooks or keep a KJ Osborne around or any of these other guys. They wanted to keep 6 receivers, but by nature they had to keep 5. And we don't typically go into seasons with 5. I mean, I know you guys remember the year where we went with 7. Was that Dontrell Inman and Isaiah Wright and all those guys? Like, that was just nasty. Antonio Gandy Golden, so teams typically keep at least 6, but we don't have a 6 that we're comfortable with truly keeping. So Kendrick Bourne gives you that ability to have somebody that serves with somebody that knows Adam Peters, that knows Deebo Samuel and Javon Kinlaw, and he had an 800-yard season a few years ago before he tore his ACL with the Patriots. So it's something there, but I mean, I don't want to get overly hyped about it, but I'm definitely all for the signing because it can't be no worse than what we already have.
Yeah, I would say I'm all for the signing as well. I think it definitely helps the room. It puts somebody, I would say, I wanted to use the word competent, but like an able wide receiver there. But also on the flip side of it, when it came out that he's just trying to decide, it's like, all right, bro, like, yeah, I guess. Do you really gotta decide? Like, I mean, it's JD5 or it's Purdy. It's, what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, what are you coming down to? Like, do you want to be here? Do you want to be on the East Coast? Do you want to be on the West Coast? Like, make a decision. But also, like, looking at the comments, people in the comments is going on them. Like, a lot of them was like, yeah, like, all right, well, move on. Like, we don't need you anyway. Make a decision. Keep it moving, things like that. So yeah, it was funny to see the fans' reaction. But I mean, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, dude, what is there to think about? Like, you gonna come here or you gonna go there? Like,
I'm gonna play on advocate for Bourne. I want to know where I want him in on this offense. If he goes to San Francisco, he will easily be the 2 to 3. Pearsall, Jennings, then Kendrick Bourne. Because Jacob Cowling's injured. Ayuk still injured. I don't know the rest of their roster. So he would immediately slot into that 3. He's a starting role. He comes to Washington, he's a 6. Maybe a 5 if you push down Luke McCaffrey. So I think it's dependent on that. And they've already put out a framework contract from San Fran to Kendrick. So it's got to be at least what they just upgraded Juwan Jennings to. So it's probably going to be a 3 to 5 year contract, certain guarantees. The money wise, it'd probably be easier here in DC. You don't have the state income or not as heavy state income tax and the taxes. But if I wanted to immediately get on the field and be a starter and a contributing starter, I'd probably go to San Fran.
But for how long? Like, how long are you going to be on the field? Like, you come here, I mean, I would argue that he could, give Noah Brown a push. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, think about this. Juwan Jennings was the 3 last year with Deebo and Ayuk both injured. So we were all like, all right, what's Juwan Jennings going to do? Puts about, what is this, almost 1,000 yards on 77 catches and 6 touchdowns.
Why
as
not
the
Reedie?
Third?
Reedie. Disrespect.
What are you going to say?
Why not?
What's your issue with?
I keep telling y'all, I don't have no issue with Noah Brown, but again,
but you just said you just told me you gonna ease up on Noah Brown. Like
I did.
Like, What's your issue?
I did ease up on him, but also I will state that he ain't guaranteed to be on the field like that. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Give him some push because we know Jalen Lane is gonna have his role.
Why isn't he guaranteed? He's the second.
He's known to be. He's known to be injured. He's known to be injured.
Okay, right. He's injured. Okay, but let's not sit here and act like when he wasn't on the field, when he was on the field last year, that he didn't contribute.
That's why I like to hear.
You're only as good as when you are on the field.
And then you made the statement.
One with popcorn.
Command. Was it last week that he was the number 2?
Who was the number 2?
You said that Noah Brown was the number 2. That's why he put up the numbers that he put up last year, right?
Oh, last year I said he was the number 2, correct? Yes, last year.
Right. So you bring in a Debo Samuel, you have a Terry McLaurin, you have a Jalen Lane, more people that you could spread it out.
He was a number 2. He was the number 2 amongst a trash ass receiver group.
That's not my point. I'm not.
So what are you saying? You acting like he?
What I'm saying is that like you making it seem like
shitty bunch.
He can't play. He can play.
I never said the guy can't play. I never said he can't play. You're not listening, Z. You want to talk. You're not listening. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that your argument isn't valid because we don't need him to be a number 2 to put up that type of numbers. We need him to be a number 4, number 3 type receiver. We stated that ad nauseum, me and Juan. So like what? Like every guy that they talk about, you're talking about. Oh well, he can give Noah Brown. It's like it's a. I just don't know what your issue with is. I can see if he was like a sorry guy on the team and he didn't contribute at all, didn't do nothing, and we're just keep holding on to him, talking about he's developing, but he contributed.
It's not that I have an issue with him as his capabilities or anything like that. My thing is that y'all said that he gave us valuable reps or whatever last year. And I'm saying that, yeah, he was in the mix because we didn't really have a higher caliber receiver. Like he came in, he walked into being number 2 because we had a shitty bunch. You know what I mean? But as the season went along, as we seen, he ended up getting hurt and he kind of faded out. And Zacchaeus ended up stepping in and kind of being that number 2 role up until Diami kind of stepped up. But like what I was saying going into this year, he wasn't guaranteed to be number 3. To me, he had to prove that he could be our number 3, which I don't necessarily feel like he was out there enough to prove that. And he's been handed the number 3 due to formality or whatever. Cool. Jalen Lane, what I'm saying is Jalen Lane's role, we kind of know what that's going to be. So if Bourne is going to get some bump, it's going to kind of be a bump against Noah Brown. He's not going to top Debo. He's not going to top Terry. We already know he's going to walk in and be better than fucking Luke McCaffrey. So his real competition would be Noah Brown. So that's what I'm saying. It ain't like coming at Noah, but I'm just saying, like,
I agree on that.
We know what Jalen Lane role going to be. He's the rookie. They're going to make sure he gets his in a sense, or try to fit him in. But like that real bumper, who is his true competitor is obviously Noah Brown. So it ain't a shot at Noah, but it's like, I'm gonna put some pressure up against you and make you prove that you can be that guy. And if he is, great. I want all of them to succeed, but at the end of the day, like Noah Brown, just because he was here last year and he had a few fucking catches, don't make him the bona fide number 3 or a bona fide receiver on this team. Y'all handed him this title. That's what I'm so upset about. Like he gotta earn this shit.
We handed him the title by necessity because that's all the fuck we had.
Okay, but y'all saying y'all handed to him off his talent. Y'all make the argument. Y'all make the argument like y'all handed it to him off his talent when he's been handing it to him off the formality, which proves what I'm saying. And I'm not with just handing it to him off of formality. Make him earn it.
No, I thought he did enough. If you take away the injury, I feel like if he didn't get hurt last year, he was on his way. He was having a good year.
If we don't know. We can only go off the facts. And in my mind, you're only as good as if you're on the field. So if you're injured and you always injured and you're not on the field, the fuck, I'm gonna crown you because you were good for 2 games and you was hurt 10.
I mean, if we're talking, let's just talk Noah versus Kendrick Bourne last year, or just most recently, since we think that's the person that you feel Z can be the one that he competes with to take his spot. The last
reps, not even his whole spot, reps.
The last 3 years, they're kind of the same. If we're being honest, with the I would say the upside and trajectory going towards Noah Brown, because last 3 years he's put that being Kendrick Bourne, he's put up about 400 to 300 receiving yards. Noah Brown's last 3 seasons, he's put up 400 last year with Washington, and we know he missed half of the season. And I know what if he was probably on pace for 600-700. Let's just be real. If he didn't get hurt, and if you throw in the fact that he got so many pass interference calls that negated 34, 50, you know what I mean?
You can also argue that Bourne had trash quarterbacks. So I mean, they're the same receiver. I'm not saying Bourne is better than Noah. Mm-hmm. I'm saying they're amongst the same caliber, so that's why they bumping with each other. In my mind, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But they the same guy.
I don't know if I can say that though. I feel like if there was a guy he'd bump with, it would be Luke McCaffrey.
He's walking in better than Luke.
But like that's the thing. Let's just talk about it from like on-field perspective. I know you can have different packages and you can do different things and whatnot, but across the board, that's Terry's your X, your Z is Noah Brown, and it's Debo, right? That's your first 3 receivers. Let's say we take Noah Brown out. Are you sure Kendrick Bourne's able to be a boundary guy that can work against these corners, be physical down the field, get you a 20-yard pass interference call, jump body catch, and no effort, Noah's down there somewhere? Because that's the thing that I think a lot of people tend to forget about what Noah Brown provided. He's a guy that just is a tall, lengthy receiver. So he makes Jaden Daniels right. Go to that Giants game last year, the second one, even the first one. He made Jaden Daniels right on so many occasions, and it's like Bourne may be a good asset, but I could be wrong about Bourne, but I look at him more as a Debo-ish inside receiver weapon almost, and I need a bona fide receiver on the outside. That's just how I always operate. That's why I was banging the table for a Michael Gallup, because I didn't think there was another guy on this roster besides Terry and Noah Brown that could legitimately go out there and bump with let's just go ahead with Giant Bourne. I know he's a rookie, but I'm thinking of second cornerbacks. You know what I'm saying? That they may face. Or in some situations, you may find yourself going up against a Pat Surtain this year or going up against a Quinyon Mitchell. I'm taking Noah Brown over Kendrick Bourne any day of the week when it comes to that. Kendrick Bourne's a guy you move around, you chess piece, which ultimately may work well for this offense because look at what Cliff Kingsbury decides to do. But when it comes to bona fide receiver on the outside and who I think gives you better production and trajectory, I don't see them being the same guy. Noah Brown clears by far because his production over the last 3 years clearly is showing that.
But you just said they got the same numbers.
The last 3 years, they're similar numbers, but I don't know his case last year with Kendrick Bourne, but in terms of Noah Brown, let me go to it right quick. In terms of Noah Brown, he averaged 12 yards per catch last year. Before 35 receptions, 453 receiving yards. And obviously his touchdown been in Hill Murray. Prior to that with the Texans, I look at yards per catch more than anything because 17 yards per reception, that just goes to show you how valuable down the field they view this guy. So I'm not knocking the table for not bringing in Kendrick Bourne because I think you should because we don't have anybody to be your true 6 receiver. But if we're battling it out, I think you're looking at Luke McCaffrey more than you are Noah Brown because I think Noah Brown is just that much more valuable to this offense.
We'll see.
Okay,
y'all love Noah Brown.
I love Noah Brown.
He played 12 games last season. He had 28 receptions for 38 targets for 305 yards.
28 on 38 targets. So he's not getting a lot of targets. He had a trash quarterback.
Okay, hold on.
He's with the Patriots.
I ain't going.
So Drake May is a.
I mean, he was a rookie. He was a rookie. I mean, before Drake May really kind of.
The argument was trash quarterbacks. We're talking about last year. Your argument.
That's what I'm. Let me speak. Let me explain.
Your argument was about last year and Noah Brown. He's always hurt. Blah 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 blah. Kendrick Bourne played 12 games last season. He had 305 yards on 28 receptions. Right. So that's your point.
But what I'm saying is the quarterback play, his quarterback play compared to Noah, like Noah had JD5. Like Bourne didn't have that. I'm saying he had a lesser quarterback. I'm saying the quarterback play with the Patriots was worse.
They are comparing Drake May to be like one of these ones. Last year he was a rookie. He played like a rookie. Okay. But they started glazing him at the end of the year. So you can't say he had a poor quarterback when Drake May was a quarterback of this team last year.
We're talking about the numbers, Reedie. Damn with the hype, what they talking about at the end of what he could be. We're talking about simply the numbers what the quarterback put up last year.
Okay. Noah Brown had 35 receptions on 56 targets, 453 yards, right?
We're talking about guys that had 35 catches and 28 catches. Like it ain't that big of a difference.
I'm just saying, like it just seems like it's an issue with Noah Brown. I'm just making that issue.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have an issue. My issue is with y'all and the way y'all crown him. I have nothing against Noah Brown, but I'm gonna fight y'all every week about it because y'all lock him in to be this guy, and it's like no competition. He just walks in and beating the fucking number 3. Like how? Why?
On the roster, who was better than him?
I mean, right now, you can't say, but Jalen Lane might end up fucking taking the spot.
So if Jalen Lane was going to take a spot, why didn't he take it?
Because he's a rookie, and they handing the bat. Y'all just talking about how he loves him.
So you're saying so, and
we talk about how the team make the rookies earn it.
All of this right now. So if a Malik Neighbors walked in as a rookie, right? He walked in. Because your argument is Jalen Lane is a rookie, right?
And you come back with Malik Neighbors, a top 5, top 10 guy. That's a horrible comparison.
Matt McClockley or whoever, another rookie from last year, would have walked in and would have been better than him. So what's the difference? There's no difference.
That last point you make makes no sense to
Lad McConkley. He was a rookie last year.
What was he? Was he Malik Neighbors caliber? No, Malik Neighbors gonna walk in and get a starting spot. Lad McConkley earned his. Malik Neighbors is a different caliber guy. You would expect him to walk in and be better than Noah Brown, Jennings, and all them. He's gonna walk in and be a day 1 starter.
So if it was clear, you said you brought up the point about Jalen Lane could have took his spot. If it was clear that Jalen Lane would have took his spot, he would have took it already. He was hurt the whole training camp. That's the point.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna shut up because you're not getting what I'm saying, and you saying something totally different. But go ahead. Again, I have nothing against Noah Brown, but more so against Reedie and Juan. And I would keep coming smack at y'all about it. Fuck it.
No, I can't wait for Noah Brown. I can't. Hey, look.
Hey, y'all can talk about
Michael Gallup ain't work out, so my last hope is Noah Brown before I stop hyping these guys up. So Noah B.
Yeah, like you just said, Neighbors is a different breed. Like you're comparing rookies and rookies. No, we're talking about the calibers. You're taking this statement and running with a rookie versus a rookie. But what I'm saying is that what I'm saying that wasn't what I'm saying. What I'm saying, you got to weigh the calibers.
It is.
Yeah, so it's you just trying to pick an argument.
No, I'm picking an argument. I'm just,
like you said, he knows.
I was just asking a question, and you got all aggressive and started.
Because you keep trying to make it.
I'm like,
we in the masses, we in the public. I don't want nobody walking in the stadium. That nigga don't like Noah Brown. Like, nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't have nothing personal against Noah Brown.
Hey, make sure y'all holler at Zee.
Make sure y'all go ahead punch in that FanDuel ticket. Take Noah Brown for.
I feel like he ain't worked for shit. Like he's just
that over under.
Noah Brown about to have a career day. He gonna be looking in the stand.
That man had a Hail Murray. I was like, hey, Noah Brown had
100 some yards. About the Hail Murray,
but no, Reedie. I had this argument with Reedie last week. This is like it's history with this. He know what he's doing. That's why I said he's picking shit. But we had this argument last week, and he was like, "Oh, you had over 100 some yards." I said, "Nigga." Well, now he said he had like 400 yards. I said he had 100 yards on one fucking catch. So you was talking about 300 yards over how many games? So
his long was 52.
Okay, Hail Murray was.
It was 52 yards.
Respect, okay, and he probably had what? How many yards he had that game? Probably had 100 some yards that game because of that catch.
He had 453 yards on the season, bro. Yeah, and if he don't get hurt, so he missed
I don't really
It's
subscribe
like
to the
6
if he
games.
don't get hurt.
Yeah,
Shit.
6 games. If he don't get hurt, I'm like Juan said, he may
I don't
come in
subscribe
with like
to that.
600-700 yards.
I don't subscribe to that, especially when it's not like just a random injury. This dude stay hurt.
So you mean to tell me that a punctured lung is a random injury?
You're missing my point. You're missing my point.
So you act like he out there with a bunion. He pulled a Pablo or something, got the bunion, the aching bunion or something. Turf toe.
I said I could see if it was a random injury.
That is random. A punctured lung is very random. That don't happen.
What about the injuries before that? You just picking that one. I'm just saying in general, like other injuries
that he had when he wasn't here. I'm talking about when he was here.
That wasn't the only injury. That wasn't the only injury he. I'm talking about over a career, Reedie. He's known to be injured over his career, not just with us in that 1 year.
Okay.
He has an injury tag on his name, and you know that.
You got it. You got it, bro. I don't want no smoke. You got it.
John,
hey, John. Here at TBB, we do not condone this type of behavior. Z's getting too aggressive.
I'm asking for the popcorn for like 25 minutes. Y'all been taking this damn long on Kendrick Bourne.
Oh damn, maybe at 30.
Yeah. And y'all want to get on me about when I rant? I don't want to hear shit no more.
See,
the difference between their rants and yours.
Y'all know it's a rant because I said Noah Brown. When Z say Noah Brown, we're gonna talk about it for 20 minutes.
All right, so what happened with Noah? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We
leave it alone.
I've never been a man that don't apologize. If Noah Brown comes out and have a very nice year and have a solid year, I will apologize. But what I'm saying is he didn't show me enough last year to be this who y'all say he is. I didn't see it. I saw drops. Yeah, he had pass interferences and shit like that. But I saw a lot of fucking drops.
So you think he's just the number 3 here due to our situation, and then let's just go with 22 other NFL teams, he wouldn't be a number 3 on their roster.
He got kicked out of the Texans because everybody else surpassed him on the depth chart.
I think that was more of a Brian Robinson situation. If we being real, they had
John surpassed on the depth chart.
They had John Mechie, but my point is they didn't move on from Brian Robinson because he's not good. But they found a way to. He's expendable. We can get a draft picked out of him. He were able to move on from him.
They waived him, Juan.
Yeah, they waived him, but
let him go for free.
Look how quickly he got picked up. So that goes to show you that he has some type of value, but they moved on from him because he that's like me, you
niggas get waived and picked up every day, B.
Yeah,
of lesser quality.
Yeah, but they don't go out there and give you nearly 500 yards though.
That's fair.
You see the stretch nearly 500 yards. Come on,
you ain't
450 yards.
You ain't gonna get my man an extra 47
not nearly
yards.
5. He had 35 catches, not nearly 40 or 50.
You ain't gonna get my man that. You ain't gonna get my man that extra 47
y'all
yards.
are rounding up. You see how y'all check Instagram, X, y'all see how they be saving this guy? That's all I'm saying.
Man, you always supposed to round
have this same energy for everybody else.
You always supposed to round up your number.
Hey, now do y'all see if it ain't a guy that Z like, you don't have
it ain't that I don't like him.
Let it have been Gibby. It would have been Gibby.
I didn't start going in
50 arguments for him.
I didn't start going in on Noah Brown till we was in the off season, and y'all start when I said we ain't had no receivers. I was like, oh Z, like we still got Noah Brown. You overstate Noah Brown.
I didn't say that.
Who?
I didn't say that. I said he was still on the roster, but I'm just saying we don't have any receivers.
We still don't.
And that's a fact.
Fuck.
But I'm just saying, like, he can contribute. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is. We don't have the receivers that I would want on the team. I would want a couple more weapons, but we don't have them. So what we do have.
Well, that's what happens when the weapons come. Where you going to put them weapons when they come?
Who?
Whoever you name.
You already know what I'm gonna do. So
where they gonna be at? Number 3, number 4, number 5. They're gonna be at number 3. So stop what you doing.
Depending on what Noah Brown do.
I never said they would.
Depending on what Noah Brown do though. He go out there.
He would have went out and like I said, and when it got a Keenan Allen, Noah Brown would have been pushed down the damn depth chart.
Juan
But I'm
don't
just
think-
saying,
Juan
like,
don't think Keenan
but
Allen
I'm
better
just
than,
saying, but
Noah
I'm
Brown.
just saying,
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying is,
You see the
Nah.
smirk?
Nah,
Juan
Got real quiet and like
I ain't gonna.
Juan would have took Keenan Allen over some fucking
I ain't
Noah.
gonna.
he
go
would
that
have allowed
far.
him to be on the roster, but he would not have crowned him
Yeah, he
over
would have been on the
Noah.
roster. Yeah,
I
he
ain't
would've
gonna go
been
that
third.
far.
He
We
would have been
got.
on the third.
I'm a realistic person at the end of the day. We got Keenan Allen. You damn right. Noah Brown.
Amari Cooper.
They says
Hell no,
he was just saying Gibby going for
See,
13.
Amari Cooper's not better than Noah Brown.
No, you're pushing it. You're pushing
Oh
it.
my
What's,
God.
we went
Nah,
from
that's
we
why I
went
gotta disagree with you at
Oh
Juan
my
right there.
God.
Noah Brown is better than
not at
What?
this point. No, you can't. You had Josh Effin Allen as your quarterback, and you only gave me 297.
But
297 last year.
he's better than Noah Brown just off his resume.
I mean, that's like me banking off of Michael Gallup, and we seen what that happened in the big 2025. I banked off him
Ready
because
to
his
crown
resume.
him over Noah Brown at one point.
I definitely was because of his resume, but I had to realize we're talking about year 10 for Amari Cooper. The last 2 years, he gave you 297 with Josh Allen. The benefit of doubt you could have gave him the year before that was, he's in Cleveland. He gave you 250, and I'm sure maybe he missed some games and whatnot. But
That's crazy.
I'm giving you Noah Brown at the point of his career. Now, resume, obviously, he's a damn dog. He's probably back with the Raiders, so maybe that gives him some type of spot. But no, he's done. He's finished. This is his last year. He's gonna retire after this. Like, no. Give me Noah Brown.
I don't think we misinterpreting Noah's role because I never said he was going to be a 1,000-yard receiver. If Noah Brown goes out and gives us 500 to 600 yards, I'm happy with that.
Exactly.
4 or 5 touchdowns, I'm happy with that. That's a great season. That's what I need. That's what I'm asking.
Fine. That can be fine. And then when the next guy come in, don't act like he can't give Noah Brown some bump because he only got 500, 600 yards. Y'all act like 500, 600 yards is a bona fide 3 is all I'm saying.
So so in the hierarchy
I can't quantify
quantification of
talent. I can't quantify, but I'm gonna say
I'm
gonna go off talent. Yeah, talent and the eye test. Yes,
I got you.
Well, shit. 42 minutes of Kendrick Bourne.
That was episode in its own right.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, remember that timestamp, John. 42:25. Noah Brown. We gonna title it.
He ain't gotta remember the timestamp, Z. He can spoke the whole show.
Damn.
But done. Y'all finished?
Yeah,
y'all feel good about yourselves?
What's your even point? Even this out. It's 2 against 1 right now.
My even point is we need to move the fuck on because we got football to talk about this coming Sunday, and y'all talking about Kendrick Bourne versus Noah Brown.
All right, go ahead. Move along.
Y'all talking about Unk versus Unk in the NFL. What are we doing now?
Yeah.
I like how you try to slide that in, John. Pause.
I don't care. We gotta move.
I move on, John.
We got football to talk about. Let's get into this.